Today, on America's Most Wanted, we look for a fugitive high and low in the mountains of West Virginia. It's Heavenly Hills Homestead. Stay tuned. Alrighty. What we got going on in here now, eh? Hey, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, see, we're looking pretty good over there, eh? Yeah. Let's go ahead to stand up. They're trying. I'm hoping the next few days they'll suck up that stuff. They're probably a little shocked from getting transplanted. Hopefully they'll suck up the nutrients very soon and take off. I don't know why that hill didn't come up, so I'm gonna try to transplant those today, maybe. What's this in here? Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn on the soil cables as well. That's something I'm gonna do too. In fact, we'll do it just as soon as we look at the rest of the stuff, huh? Let's go take a look. Man, live. Guys, it's like 12:30, okay? Look up there. Y'all see that? Y'all see what I'm seeing? Where'd the mountain go? Huh? Where's the mountain? That looks like sky, right? That's not sky. It's fog. Okay? 12:30, fog. Can't even see the mountain. It's a heavy fog up there. Heavy fog. What's going on there, Rabbies? Huh? Alright, let's see. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna uncover Elsa. She's gonna be loaded up tomorrow morning. Bright and early, so we have to get everything prepped for that. Okay, have to get the trampoline moved back over there, get the slide taken off of the treehouse today, so we can get this old chunky girl lifted. Oh, we want to show my baby. Yeah, she's so pretty. Yeah, her's pretty girl. I wish you would have turned orange. You'd have been pretty if you'd have been orange. I think you're beautiful white. That don't get me a Howard Deal. I'm sorry. Howard Deal awards are only given to orange punkies. And you're not an orange punky. Wow, you're a beautiful whitish, beigeish. Man, she's blowed out up there on this side. Look at that. Ain't that cool? I'm hoping she'll suck up a bunch of it tonight and go. Make sure we're still good back here. Don't want no late mishaps like we had on that other one. The shoulder is still good. Clean up in there, nothing there, nothing. Good to go. Thank God. See these here? Same kind of bumps was on blowhole. I don't know what they are. The lady thought that I'd peppered it with a the lawnmower. I had to tell her that pumpkin was sitting way over there. Look where it would have had to get shot from the lawnmower through all that plant. That wasn't happening. Yeah, that wasn't happening. She swore up and down that had to be a lawnmower mark. I told her it was not no lawnmower. She was like, it's only on one side. Looked like it got peppered with a lawnmower. No, that's not what happened. You guys that watch my channel, y'all know around here, we take good care of these pumpkins, right? I mean, we made the rabbit tractor to eat all the grass, so we didn't have to be over here with a lawnmower, right? So anyhow, yeah, I don't know what them are. The marks like that. So, she is the 2261 Schmidt, and she was crossed with a 1673.5 Bartimus. So next year, I'm expecting this pumpkin to do great things. This is going to be one of my base pumpkins. When I get all this tilled in and stuff, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to write what I want to put where on my markers over there. I don't know that it'll stay, but hopefully it will. We'll try to get it to stay, and we might have to write it several times on those stickers. But 2261 Schmidt, whatever this ends up being weighed in at is what I'll call it. It'll be, you know, the 500 cook or something, whatever. But it's going to be the base of my seeds. All right, so we're going to have it, and then we'll grow 2 of these, keep the better one. We're going to grow the 1514 Burchett. We're going to grow the 1347. I think there's a 1342. Either one of the 1347 or 1342 and a half, I believe. Rhodobah, we're going to grow that. Then we'll grow a couple other ones, but those are going to be the staple of what I grow next year. There are, like I say, there are going to be others that I will grow, okay? But I'm going to breed those pumpkins into this pumpkin. Well, not those, but one of those pumpkins into this pumpkin right here, okay? We'll see how it turns out next year with that 1673.5 Bartimus being bred into it. I'm just hoping to get heavier and heavier and heavier genetics, all right? Both of those pumpkins that I'm talking about are a whitish pumpkin. 1673.5 Bartimus was a whitish pumpkin. This is a whitish pumpkin. They do turn orange. I do know that. I've seen this 2261 Schmidt, and it was an orange pumpkin. But for the most part, what I've seen have been white, and they have been green. Okay, I mean green. And you guys seen that this has green on it, and Blowhole had green on it. Okay, so I mean, y'all can see the green. All right, that's not mold. I thought it was mold or something, but that's just her color. So anyhow, we'll get that worked out. The patch will be extended, and I can't till no more of this up. I can't till no more of the grass up. Okay, guys, I'm not allowed. I might be able to right here, like in this area down in here. Might be able to till it up a little bit, like up into here some, maybe. You know what I mean? Which would give me, you know, if I stood right here at this pole right here, right there where my finger's at, and came this way, all right, and I, excuse me, and I went, you know, like right here with this pole, and just went all the way down the fence line and tilled all that in, all right, that would be a really big spot for one big pumpkin. This right here could be one big pumpkin, you know, it could grow right here. So I mean, that could be something that we might look at doing. I'm not sure how she would feel about it. She might not like it too much. But as for the rest of them, anything back that way, I can't till up no more of the yard. One, kids play there. Kids ain't got nowhere to play when these pumpkins have came up into this, right? And there's just nowhere to grow. There's nowhere to play, I mean. Two, there is the leach lines down in through here, okay, which I think they need redone. I don't think when they got put in, I don't believe that they were done properly. So I think probably within the next year or so, I'm going to be raking all that up and putting a new leach line in down through here. That's why I didn't till any further up the hill, okay? I didn't want to get into that and everything. So anyways, probably going to put my long gourds down there on that end, but it's going to be a little different than that. So we'll gain some on that end down there. I'm just trying to figure out how to grow these plants. You know, I'd like to be able to grow one. If I had one big one right here in this area right here we're talking about, if I had that one big plant right here, and then I could grow my other, you know, put all my money in on this one to grow like 2,000, try to hit a 2,000 pounder on this one down here, right? And then all the rest of them, if I could get them to 1,000 plus down through there, I'd be all right. I mean, it's just not wide enough. It's long, but it's not wide. I mean, it's 20 foot long, or 20 foot wide. That's 20 foot, all right? Or 22 foot, something like that. It's 22 or 23 foot, something, from the pole, from that pole to where this ends right here. But it's just not wide enough. When you grow them plants that way, and then you try to put your secondaries, it gets crowded. That's what happened to me. Everything got crowded, and then once it all got crowded, it was just a bungled up mess. That's why they did like they did, and I can't grow them like that. I gotta have airflow. You know, there's so much. So I really need to come up here at least another 6 foot. Okay, at least another 6 to 8 foot wider, so I can grow the pumpkins. You know, like start them down there and grow them up, or no, start them up here and grow them down the hill and grow the pumpkins downhill. That way, we don't have the issues like we had this year with the pumpkins, you know, being pushing their stem down into the ground. We want the blossom end to go down, not the stem. So I would have to start up here higher and grow them. I don't know, I might be able to get away with more than that, you know. But what you want, what is ideal is, you know, for you to have secondaries that are, you know, quite a bit further along, you know, quite a bit of length. Because the more length you got on them secondaries, the better off you'll be, right? So even if you started, like, say you planted the pumpkin plant right here where my feet is, okay, in line with that pole, put the pumpkin right here and grow diagonal to that corner over there. Once you get to the middle of the plant, your secondaries can reach out further and further, you know. But then these little secondaries here, they're not going to have much room to grow because they're going to be right here getting cut short. And those are going to be your first few secondaries going into the main. It's just very, very difficult to grow without having a huge patch. I've come to understand that now. So yeah, if you're really wanting to crank one out, you really need a big patch. And this was not a big patch. I allowed it to become a big patch because I let it grow up here into the yard like I did, but it's not a big patch. It's a very, very little patch. Even at 20-some foot wide, you know, you put that dead center, your secondaries are only going to be 10 foot long. Okay, well, they ain't going to draw enough in a 10-foot area to you know, be able to do what they got to do. So then you got to go length to make up what you ain't got in the width. And then it just cuts back on the number of pumpkins you can grow. I personally like growing the 11 that I grew. That was pretty ideal for me, you know. It wasn't fun. It was hard. but it was ideal because I mean, like now, what if you get to the end of the year, and your pumpkin that you're going to take to the last weigh off goes out on you? Well, I got a reserve sitting right there. You know what I mean? So whereas if I wouldn't have grown that many, I wouldn't have had that reserve. So anyways, and you got to think too, I'm wanting to grow a green squash next year. I'm going to grow 2 of them, 1159 yo, and can't think of another one's name. But anyhow, when you grow all those, I mean, you're taking away from pumpkins, you know. So 2 of those plants. I am going to plant one up in the sunflower patch, and what I'll probably do is put a sunflower patch on the opposite side of the yard next year, provided I can get Annie talked into it, because she don't really like me tilling up all the yard. I've also thought about this, you know, while we're just talking, and I've had you on here for 14 minutes. I've thought about putting the garden in the pumpkin area and putting my pumpkins in my garden area. I don't know the square footage of that garden. Yeah, I know it's good dirt, but I do not know the square footage of that garden, so I would have to, she's looking good, healing up. I would have to get the measurements of it and do the square footage on it. I'm thinking that it would probably be a pretty good move to put them in there, because I got a lot of room in there. Yeah, I could grow several pumpkins in there, you know, and be okay. But again, it's all fixed up and ready, you know, nice and neat and set up for a garden. I'd have to move all that stuff and then put it all out here on the pumpkin patch, and then grow the garden out there and grow the pumpkins in here. And there again, this is not nearly as flat as that is down in there. That right there is very, very flat compared to in here. You would definitely have some troubles in here growing a pumpkin. They'd all be downhill, and they'd all be trying to, you'd have issues. Especially when you break over that corner right there. When you break over that hump right there, it goes right down. So I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for what to do. So anyhow, everything's looking good though. That pumpkin over there looks good. This little pumpkin right here looks good. So now that I've talked your ear off about what I'm thinking about doing next year, let's get on to some other stuff, right? Guys, so when we leave to go down to the weigh off, when we're done weighing, we're gonna go down to my mom's, and I'm gonna go down to the beach, and I'm gonna metal detect the beach. I needed a sand shovel to do so, right? Found this one for 35 bucks, right? Sand shovel. It said it was knee high. Now I'm short, and I'm thinking, well, if it's knee high to a regular sized person, then it should be plenty enough for me. I should be able to grab it and touch the ground, right? Because I'm only 5'5", right? So shortly to goodness, a knee high to a 6 foot tall person, I should just be able to hold that in my hand like so and scoop the dirt, you know. No. Look at this. We're at least 5 inches short. So who was this knee high to? What midget did they measure to get that knee high to? My daughter could hold that, and it would hold that. Put it down on the ground, like so. Now see, that's made for her. That is made for her, not an adult. Now somebody buys that, and they say, oh, it says knee high, and they're 6 foot tall. They're gonna be mad that they got to bend over 5 foot to reach the sink of soil. This is a freaking ripoff, Amazon. What in the hell you got going on over there? I mean, come on. And the only reason why I bought it was because it was $35 and not $80 to $100 for the ones that are full length, like the handle is like as tall as I am, right? I mean, that's way too much money. So now every time I do something, I'm gonna have to bend over. And they even got this reversed. Why did you got that reversed? That should be the other way. Well, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe if you do like that. I wouldn't do like that. I'd grow like this. Yeah, there we go. We'll extend it with that. Anyhow, I don't know. We're going to take it, but I'm not happy. I got that in, and Annie said, well, I told you it said knee high. Knee high to who? Look at the box they sent it in. Look how long the box is. Look, touching back there. Look how long look. That's like 18 inches between there and the end of the box. They sent it in a ginormous box. I don't know. Anyhow, on to the next. Hopefully, I'll be able to go hunting here in a little bit.
Yeah, you will.
That's my goal today is to go take Jay hunting and stick a deer.
Somehow when you're big, you can kill that Thomas.
Yeah.
Because he be mean to me.
Oh, man. Over here, I'm going to grow a single pumpkin as well. And then watch out, baby. You got to get into my butternut. I'm going to grow a single pumpkin over here next year as well. I'll bring this down the hill just a bit, like right in here. Come down and I'll grow one right here on this. And then all my pretty little pumpkins that I want to grow, I'm going to plant them over in there somewhere, or maybe up in here, clean all that out and plant them right in there. So yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of changes between now and next year. So, yep. Grow, baby, grow. Grow, baby, grow. She's getting rounder and rounder. Oh, man. I'm going to have to try to take these, put them inside, and get them dry a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the pawpaw bush real quick. See what we got. Oh, man, she's blowing up there, buddy. She's getting really big quickly.
Did you pick? Oh, spider.
Yeah, it's all right.
Spider.
I say it's all right, then I get scared. See what we got going on here. Yeah, that's a jack-o'-lantern. Let's see. I got some ones over here. We'll take and pollinate that jack-o'-lantern real quick. Probably, I don't know, we might be able to get one out of it. Got good pollen in this thing. Yeah, hang on. A lot of pollen in this. Lots and lots and lots. Can you what? Look at all that pollen in there. You'll see it all? Trying to get it.
Can I have it?
Hang on, Kier.
When it's done.
Yeah, there we go. Look at all that pollen. This, we're going to get this one right here pollinated. That's a pretty nice little thing there. All right, well, we'll at least have one jack-o'-lantern. That's the first one. The plants are teeny tiny, so just the way of it, I reckon. But anyhow, we're gonna, like I say, we'll take all that garbage right there. Oops, look at that sign. Biden is not my president. Interesting. I have to put that up on November 5th. Anyhow. All this here, we're gonna move out of there, and then we'll till all that in right through there. I'm gonna build my watermelon and cantaloupe bed. So we'll build those. Don't know where yet, but we'll find a place and we'll put our watermelon and our cantaloupe beds in, so we can grow those. But I'm gonna build the beds for them. I'm not gonna till any ground up. I'm just gonna build them and then stick a bunch of dirt in there and grow it in that. So anyhow, man, look at that thing over there. It's just a beast. All right, on to the next.
Dad, can I stay out with you, Dad?
Every fall and every spring. Now go over here and they'll land in the lake there, right behind the house. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, guys. It's Elsa's last night on the vine. We're cutting her off in the morning. And we're gonna pick her up and put her in the back of the truck. Thanks to Chris Rodabaugh. So, yeah, I'm gonna let Kara get the phone. There you go. She's gonna video while we tuck her in. This is our last pumpkin, our last big pumpkin for the year. And put her to bed for the last night. Say good night, Elsa.
Good night. I'm videoing you in the pumpkin.
Yeah, thank you. Good girl, you did a good job.
Okay.
Tell her good night.
Good night.
Give her a stand by her one more time. Pumpkin's almost as tall as you. Go over and stand by her. Over here and stand by her right here. Right, now back here, back here. You can go back here, come on. There you go, stand right there. Right, no. Right here, stand right there. Yeah. Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
alright.
it's Elsa.
She's almost as tall as Kira. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's longer than Kira.
she really is.
Which do you think would weigh more? This or the tiller?
No, that pumpkin weighs more than that tiller does. All right, Care Bear, come on. Let's go wrap up the other ones. There again. Night, night, Elsa.
I hope you have a good night.
She'll have a good night. We love Elsa, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, guys. These gloves used to have mitten tops.
Take a picture of mine.
Hang on, baby. They used to have like hers right here. They used to have these mittens, right? And they fold up and over the hand like that, right? And you cover up your fingertips. That's what these gloves used to have. That's why there's the buttons right there for the sort of like that right there too.
My thing.
Anyhow,
Can you do the other one too?
these gloves, y'all won't believe this. I bought these gloves in 2000.
The other one, Dad?
In a minute, honey. Give me a second. You got them on backwards, goofball. Your thumb goes. No thummy, no thummy.
I've had the other one
Anyways,
right here.
I bought these gloves in 2006. That year of 2006.
That's how it goes.
I think is what year it was. 2006 or 7 that I bought these gloves. And I've had them ever since, and I love them. It was a Real Tree AP when they first come out with the Real Tree AP. Up until 2 years ago, I still had the jacket that I had gotten then. It was a big old Downy hunting jacket, filled with down in it, and hunting jacket, Real Tree AP. Only reason why I got rid of it is because I couldn't fit it no more. I done got too big for it. But anyhow, this stuff lasts forever, guys. If you take care of it. I mean, look at that. I mean, the mittens are gone now. That sucks. The little top that keeps your fingertips warm. But, I mean, other than that, these gloves are rock solid. I got more gloves over there. I've got oodles of gloves. These and this mixed match set right here that I just happened to come across. Somebody gave them to me, and I've worn them trapping or something. And other gloves over there and stuff. I mean, there's tons of hunting gloves over there.
These make me warm.
But anyhow, if you take care of your stuff, it'll last you forever. So we'll put it on there. I'll fix it for you. All right. Anyhow, just wanted to share you how old my gloves were, because all y'all hunters out there that buy new stuff every year, new clothes and new stuff every year. Yeah, it ain't worth it, is it? All right, guys. So we've put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 big jars of apples. I added on to the 13 we made of apple butter. And we still have a pile of apples to go. So we'll finish them off tomorrow. All we're doing is peeling them, making a syrup, cooking the syrup, packing the apples in the jar. After we've cooked the syrup, we pour the syrup over the apples inside the jar. Then we seal the jars in the canner. That's all we're doing. Pretty simple. So, but it's just another way you could cook them and then have some cooked apples, which, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll go ahead and cook these up tomorrow, peel and all, and freeze them in freezer bags. Just make some good fried apples. So maybe that's what I'll do with the rest of these. We'll see. We'll see. Well, guys, I know there wasn't a whole lot to it today, yet again. Can't do much when it's raining. But anyhow, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow right here in the Hollers and Hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.